What's that? Why is it like that?
There's something wrong with you.
I'm not sure if my camera will be working, but yeah. I think something happened.
Yeah, but I cannot see you well. Can you just make some adjustment again? Or
So like if I press on the camera, it kind of works, but it's like hard to do. This is weird.
okay, now I can see much better, but okay.
I'll hold it. I see. Okay, I think this might work. No, okay.
All right.
No, is that one? Okay. I think that's the best I can get it. Okay.
Are you using different laptop today, Shahina?
There's a problem with the Windows laptop. My dad ordered a new battery because the battery in that one like turns off in like 2 seconds. But so he ordered a new one, and maybe I should be able to use it then. And I've connected to the Wacom tablet, I guess. I've been using it yesterday.
Okay. So now you can fix your camera? What's the problem?
I think something like got out of the place. Like it doesn't have loading, it'll make it clear, but if I like let it go, it's blurry.
Okay.
I don't know, but we should be able to fix it.
Yeah, actually, until your battery arrives, you can use your previous laptop. Where is it? Are you holding the camera now?
Yeah.
So how will we have class like that?
I have no idea. But I mean, if I let it go, it'll be like this. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Where's your another laptops?
it's beneath this one, but if I take out the charger, like it will immediately die. Like it also has a problem. And yeah, it's been used before.
Okay, no problem. Shaheen actually can just put the camera, but you can see me well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. But then let's continue like that.
Okay.
If you want to this, we actually can have class without camera. It's fine, no problem. Right, because now I cannot see you because it's so blurring and yeah, because I think it's not your camera is not fixed well. I think that's why.
Yeah, maybe. So should I turn my camera off?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Shaheen, let's continue then. So you are there, right?
Yeah, I'm not there.
because I cannot see you. Shahina, what we are going to do today is, again, we will start with your test results, okay, test 3. And I am going to solve all the questions together, okay? And this one is marked. All right. Shahina, if anything is wrong, immediately let me know because I cannot see you. Okay. So, all right.
Yeah, there was a lot of distraction.
Yeah. Shahina, now you can see your paper, right?
Yeah.
Okay, as you see here, the first question, 5, second question, and blah, blah, and it's 22. I don't know, you didn't do many of the questions. You didn't understand the questions or what?
So basically, while I was doing the test, like my siblings started coming in and coming out, and yeah, there were just too many distractions. But
All right, I cannot hear you well. Let me just connect my headphone, earphone actually. All right. China, let's do this because even this questions 5, for example, it was so easy, but you didn't do that. All right, but anyway, we are going to do these questions together. You need to have a look at these questions, okay? So question 1, you did everything correct in question 1. I think we don't have to discuss this. Maybe only the last question it was wrong, and here E and E. Okay, so let's just start with E. All right. So question E, your answer is, it is less than, right? If you look at your answer, it is less than, or no, greater than, or that's correct. That's correct. Why did I say it's wrong? 545399. Oh, that is correct. Okay, that's correct. Your all answers here, it is correct. So I need to change this immediately. That one is 6. So, okay. So the first one, it is 6. And that is 23. So here, plus 1. Okay, Shahina, now let's continue with question 2, okay? What are these, Shahina? These are rational numbers, right? It's about rational numbers. And if you remember, when we said rational number, let me just write here. Now also we will do some revision about integers, okay? When I say rational number, let's talk about first integers. Actually, we use this z to denote the set of all these rational numbers. It's like all these numbers are in one folder, okay? What are these integers? Like -3, -2, and -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, continue. These are called integers, okay? So actually, when we talk about numbers, first we have the basic, actually very important numbers. What are these? Natural numbers or counting numbers, right? What are the natural numbers or counting numbers? These are the numbers that we use to count the number of objects, the number of cars or people, right? Those numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the counting numbers or natural numbers. And very often also we see another type of numbers, that is whole numbers, right? Whole numbers. Actually, whole numbers, that's also the same thing. Just we also add 0 here. Here we have 0, 1, 2, 3. These numbers are called whole numbers. Anyway, now here, if I just extend this to negative numbers here, we have also negative numbers, -1, -2, -3, and these are called integers. Third type of numbers is integers. Okay, what are these numbers like -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2? These are integers. Maybe in detail, I'll talk about these numbers a bit later. Okay, just what we need here is, it's about rational number. I'm trying to give you the definition of rational numbers here. The next type of numbers is rational numbers. Okay, from this, it's ratio. Rational numbers, it's a ratio of two numbers, two integers. It's like any number that can be written here, A over B. We call this rational number. Here, A is, what is it? Integer. And also B is integer. But only one restriction is B is not equal to 0. Why? Because in the denominator, okay? So these are called rational numbers. Because question 2 is about adding, subtracting, multiplying rational numbers. So example for rational numbers, 3 over 2 is a rational number, 5 over 3 is a rational number, 1 over 2 rational number, 3 over 5 is a rational number, continuous, okay? So how do we add and subtract two rational numbers? That means the fraction. To do this one, they need to have the same denominators. Now here we have a fraction, right? Shahina, here we have a fraction. As you see here, we have fraction line, a number or an expression in the above the number line. We call this numerator. This part is numerator. Let's call this numerator. And an expression on the number below the fraction line, we call this denominator. Denominator. Okay, so we have a kind of fraction here, but we have to simplify this. To do this one first, we have to simplify the numerator, we have to simplify the denominator, and after that we'll simplify the fraction. So we should do this step by step. The first step, what we have here, numerator, that is 3 over 4 minus 3 and a half, right? And first, as you see here, we have a mixed number here. How do you change mixed number into improper fraction? That is 3, 1 over 2, that's equal to 2. 3 times 2, 6, 6 plus 1, that's equal to 7, right?
Yes.
You know how to change mixed number into improper fraction, right?
Yeah.
So that is equal to 3 over 4. This number is 7 over 2. And also, Shahina, we know that if you are given any fraction, if you multiply numerator by any number, denominator by any number, the value of the fraction does not change. So to bring into the same denominator, we should actually use this property. So to do this one, let me multiply numerator by 2, denominator by 2. Now we have a common denominator, right? It's 4, 4. So when we have common denominator, I can just draw a single fractional line. Here we have 3 minus, what is 7 times 2?
14.
14. Now what is 3 minus 14, Shahina?
11.
Negative 11.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
3 minus 14 is negative, right? And
Yeah.
that is negative 11 over 14, 4. Okay, now we have simplified the numerator. Now I have what the whole thing is equal to minus 11 over 4. Okay. Even yeah, we have more space. It's okay. So how about the denominator? The second step, denominator. And also, Shahina, you know how to multiply two fractions, right? To multiply two fractions, we have to multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. Before doing this, we have to change this mixed number into improper fraction. Can you change this 2 and 1 over 3 into improper fraction? What is it?
That is 7 over 3.
7 over 3 times, and here we have negative, that's why we need to write in parentheses, 3 over 2 and plus 1 over 4. Okay, first we should do multiplication. Can you multiply these two fractions and tell me the answer? What is it?
Should I multiply 7 over 3 and negative 3 over 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
But just tell me the answer. What do we get if I multiply these two fractions together? Can you tell me the answer? Can you do that?
Okay. Let's see.
First thing, Shahana, we need to multiply signs. Right here we have nothing, that means it's positive, it is minus. So positive times negative, here minus. So here we need to write minus, right? Draw a fraction line. So here's 3, 3. We can cancel them together, right? We can cancel these numbers, is it? Then here we have 7. Here we have 2. Is that correct? Okay, because also you don't have to multiply. First, multiply means just see if they have any common factor or not. Because this thing, I can just write it as 7 times 3 over 3 times 2. Multiply, so these are common factors. Because also like fraction, if you divide numerator and denominator by the same number, right, this is how we simplify the fractions. So the value of the fraction does not change. So that thing is, if you multiply, we have minus 7 over 2 plus 1 over 4. So now we need to add these two fractions together. So actually their denominators are different, so we have to bring into the common denominator. What is the common denominator? It is 4, right? Because it's 4, 2, that's a 4. Multiply the first fraction by 2, so negative 7. Here we have negative 7 times 2 over, here we have 2 times 2, right? And plus, here we have 1 over 4. Because this minus is like negative 1. You can write here or here. Usually, we just write this in the numerator, okay? Because you need to have the same denominator. Now, denominator is 4 here, and also denominator is 4 here. Draw a single fraction line, that is 4. Negative 7 times 2 is negative 14 plus 1. That's equal to, what is negative 14 plus 1?
14 plus 1, negative 13.
Negative 13 over 4, right? So actually we simplify the denominator. Now what we have here, minus 13 over 4. So it is minus minus, right? Minus minus is gone. So what do we have here? 11 over 4 times, you just write this upside down, 4 over 13. So this 4 cancel each other. What we have here, 11 over 13. That is the answer. Okay?
Okay.
Actually, I need to have more space. Okay, no problem. I can move this here. How about question B? Shahina, tell me, how can we do question B? Here, if you have a look, here we have a multiplication of two fractions, multiplication of two fractions or two numbers, then we have to subtract, right?
Yeah.
And also here we have mixed number, and let me just write here, we have minus, so I can just write it as minus 3 over 5 times. Can you change this mixed number into improper fraction? What is it?
That is 5 over 2.
That is 5 over 2. Okay. Minus 2 times. So we have negative. First, I can multiply signs. Here we have negative times negative. Actually, Shahina, what we have, it means that this negative 2 times minus 1 over 3, it is something like this. Here we have negative 1 times 2 times negative 1 times 1 and 1 over 3. Right? It's something like this. Now I can multiply these things together. Negative 1 times negative 1 is equal to 1. Right? So it's just equal to 2 times 1 and 1 over 3. Okay. So here minus minus, so it is plus times. And if you change this mixed number into improper fraction, can you do that?
Yeah. That's negative 4 over 3.
It's just 4 over 3 because we have already multiplied its sign, right, with this. So it is plus here. So that is 4 over 3. So we should do multiplication. Can you simplify these two things? Can you multiply these two fractions and tell me the answer? What is it?
3 over 2.
Negative 3 over 2, right? Because here we have minus.
Oh, yeah.
So that is minus 3 over 2. Plus, how about the second one? 2 times 4 over 3. What is it?
That is 10 over 3. 10 over 3.
10? Why 10? 2 times 4?
Oh, 2 times 4. Oh, sorry. That's 8.
8 over 3. So now we have to add these two fractions. Can you tell me what is the common denominator?
6.
6. We should multiply this -3. Don't actually forget about this sign. We should multiply it by 3, right? 3 times -3, -9. Plus, we should multiply this fraction, actually numerator and denominator by 2. 2 times 8 is 16. So now what is -9 plus 16?
That is 7.
7 over 6. That's the answer. I can change this into mixed number, but also you can live like this. Okay?
Okay.
And the C. C is easier, I think. Shahina, first, to do this one, let's just do from here, equals square root, right? 7 over 8 times 3 over 4. Actually, first, we have to change this mixed number into improper fraction. 1 times 6. 6 plus 1, that is 7.
7
Over 6. Okay, now, the second step, we should change this division into multiplication. 7 over 8 times 3 over 4 times 6 over 7. Now we can simplify this. If you want, you can just actually write everything with one fraction line. Here we have 4 times 7 times 8. Because we know that in math, A times B is equal to B times A, right? Just using this property, you better write this in ascending order from the smallest to the biggest, so you can actually see what are the common factors here. How about the numerator? Here we have 3 times, here we have 6 times, here we have 7. So now we can cancel out common factors. Make sure that all are multiplied by each other. 7, 7, they cancel each other, right? And here we have this 6, we can simplify this by 2, it is 3, by 2, it is 2. Good. So here, what's left here? 3 times 3, it is 9, over 2 times 8, it is 16. So Shahana, can you tell me what is square root of 9 over 16? What is square root of 9?
3.
3. What is square root of 16?
4. Oh, 3 over 4.
3 over 4. Right? So that's the answer. So we have evaluated this. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Now, Shahana, can you try D?
Sure.
I will give you 2.5 minutes, okay? Then we will discuss this. Do it in the paper without using a calculator. Tell me the answer. If it is correct, it's fine. Otherwise, we will do it together.
Okay.
Finished?
Almost. I'm at the denominator part.
I know why it took so long.
I got confused. I'm really confused now. I got the numerator part. I got 19 over 8.
Okay.
And for the denominator, I was dividing. I'm not sure this is the right answer, but I got 864 over 36.
800?
Yeah,
What is it? 864
64.
over?
36.
It's too big. Okay, Shahina, here we'll write the answer. Let's just solve it here. So the first, we should simplify the numerator. Immediately change this mixed number into improper fraction. 2 times 4, 8. 8 plus 3, 11, right? So it's 11 over 4 minus 3 over 8. Common denominator is 8. Multiply numerator by 2, 22. Denominator by 2, it is 8 minus 3 over 8. So now here we have 8. 22 minus 3, it is 19, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Second part, numerator. 8 over 9 times 3 over 4 times, because we know actually change division to multiplication, 17 over 4.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Right, this division, because if you divide a fraction by something, a over b is divided by c over d. That's equal to a over b times d over c. This is how we multiply fractions.
Yeah.
So now from here, okay, this 8, I can write it as 2 times 4 times 3 times 17 over, how about 9? 3 times 3 times 4 times 4. Common factors, this 3 cancel each other, 4 cancel each other, and also this 2, right? 2. Actually, we have 2 left here. So what do we have here? 17 over 3 times 2, it is 6. Right?
Okay.
So now, number 3, we should divide numerator by denominator. Numerator is 19 over 8 divided, because fraction means division. 17 over 6. And using this, right, this rule, 19 over 8 times 6 over 17. And I can write it as 19 times 6 is 2 times 3 over, how about 8, that is 2 times 4 times 17. The only common factor is this 2, right? And 3 times 19, 57. And 4 times 17, what is it? 68. So answer is 57 over 68.
Okay.
When you are doing this, Shahina, you should do like this, step by step. Okay, we have to simplify this. Number one, simplify the fraction. Express this as a single fraction. And after that, simplify the denominator. Express this as a single fraction. And after that, this fraction line is division. Divide numerator by denominator, right? And we know how to divide this using this rule and get the answer. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I think expanded the denominator part. Like I didn't simplify it.
Okay. Shahina, how about this question? Why you couldn't do these questions? Question 3, let's look at question 3.
Question 3.
You did only parts, where's question 3? Here. You did only this question, huh? Question B, you did it, but this question A, you couldn't do this part. 324 as a product of prime factors. And we studied a lot, right? How can you do that? You just write 324 and divide by prime numbers. What are the prime numbers? That is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, dot, dot. So can we just write as a product of prime factors means, can we just write as a product of only prime numbers? To do this one, we should just divide by prime numbers, right? Divide by 2. Here we have 3, 1, 12. It is 6, and 4, it is 2, right? Divide 2 again. Here we have 8, 1. Now we cannot divide it by 2 anymore. Divide by 3, it is 27. Divide by 3, it is 9. Divide by 3, it is 3. Divide by 3, it is 1. So 324 is equal to 2 times how many 3's? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. But usually in short form, we can just write it as 2 2's, right? So it is 2 squared. How many 3's? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 3 to the power of 4. Okay, Shahin, you know that this 4 to the power of 3 means 4 times 4 times 4. So 5 to the power of 4 means 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. So here we have 4 3's multiplied by itself. So in a compact form, it can just write it as 3 to the power of 4. So that is prime factorization of 324. So what are the prime factors? Prime factors are only 2 and 3. We have other factors, but they are not prime. The only prime factors of this number is 2 and 3. Okay, and also 48, actually, you should do, you do it in the similar way, but you didn't do this. Divide by 2, 24, divide by 2, 12, divide by 2, 6, divide by 2, 3, divide by 2, 3, it is 1. So 48 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 to the power of 4 times, here we have a 3. Now, when we just write like this, Shahina, why we are doing this, I can see easily what are the prime factors of this number. It is 2 and 3. Okay? Okay, question B is okay. You did it. But how about question C? Why you didn't do question C? Just LCM. It's a very easy question, right?
Yeah.
So to do this one, as you know, B, I'm skipping this B, you already did this. How about this one? Write 56 and 72 next to each other, draw a vertical line, and start dividing by prime numbers. The first one is 2. Here we have 28, 36. Divide by 2, 14, 18. Still, I can divide by 2, 2, 7, 9. Now divide by 3, 7, 3, divide by 3. It is 1, 7, divide by 7. It is 1. So let me just write here, least common multiple of 56 and 72. What is it? Just the product of these numbers. That is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. What is it? 2 times 2 times 2, it is 8. 3 times 3, 9, 7, right? So we should just multiply these numbers. That is equal to 8 times 9, 72. 72 times 7, it is 14, 409, it is 504. Okay?
Okay.
Tahani, can you do now question number 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe after that we saw one more question that you will have break. Do it and do it in a similar way, Shahin, okay? All right. Tahani, you have 2 minutes only. Okay, 2 minutes.
I think I have my answer.
What's the answer?
210.
Okay, very good. Very good. Actually, if you actually get the idea, it's very simple. One more time, actually, why we are doing this, as you see, as you remember last time, we did a lot of examples from real life situations, right? It's about bell rings or about racetracks, something. Anyway, that's good if you get the idea. Shahina, let's solve question 4A, okay? And
Yeah,
after
I
that, you'll
wanted
have
to
break,
solve that.
okay?
Yeah.
Let's just solve this and you'll have break. What is it? Is question 4. Your question 4 is, where is it? Here? Yes, it is. Maybe you didn't understand the question, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, can you read the question?
Yeah. Mrs. Lee was given $1,200 every month for the household expenses. She used 17 over 24 of it to buy food for the family, 5 over 7 of the remainder for clothes and other expenses. She put the remaining of money into the bank for saving for the family. Find the amount she put in the bank.
Okay. All right. Mr. Lee was given $1,200. That is her salary, right? Okay, number 1, she spends some of it for food, the first one, and 5/7 of the remainder for clothes and other expenses. And she put the remaining money into the bank as savings for the family. Find the amount she put into the bank. So here we have 3 different expenses, right? Let me just leave some space here. So the first one, she's spending that money for food. Second one is for clothes. and other expenses, right? And third one is savings. Okay. So it says that she uses 17/24. That is 17/24 of what? 1,200. That is for food. So now let's find out how much actually is she spending for food. That means that we need to multiply this fraction by this, right? Of means times. So that is 17 over 24 times 1,200. Let me just not write dollar sign here. 1,200. So we have to multiply this. So immediately equals 17 times, that is 1,200. This 1,200, actually we can divide it by 24, but we can do it like this. For example, I know that 1,200 is divisible by 6, right? That is 6 times 200. 6 times 200 is 1,200. And how about this 24? I can write it as 6 times 4, because sometimes dividing this number by this may be difficult. At that time, immediately you can just factorize this number or factor it, okay? And write the product of smaller numbers. And you can see, actually you can simplify much easier. So the 6, they cancel each other. Now also I can divide 200 by 4, that is 50. So it is 17 times 50. So 5 times 17, it is 885. If we have one more zero, $850. So actually Mrs. Lee spends this much money for food. Now, in the second part of the question, it says that Shahina remainder, right? 5/7 of the remainder. After she spends that much money, how much is left? Let's find this. The remainder or remaining money is equal to how much? 1,200. That's her salary. And already spent 850 for food and clothes, and for food. What is it? 200. And here we have 1,000 minus 850. That's 150. So that is $350. That is left. So now in the second part, 5/7 of the remainder. That is 5/7 of, what is it? 350, which is equal to, let me just put dollar sign here, 5 times 350. 350 over 7. So now we know how to divide. Actually, we know that 7 times 50 equals 350, right? So that's equal to 5 times 350 over 7 is 50. That's equal to, what is 5 times 50?
250.
$250. Actually, she spends $250 for clothes. And she put the remaining. How much left now? Actually, before, already spent this much. Now we have this much, right? That is, now saving is equal to $350 were left. Now she spent 250 more on clothes and other stuff. That's equal to $100. So the answer is, your answer must be like this. Always your final answer is $3. Therefore, the savings is $100. But did you get the answer?
No. No, I was confused on that one.
Yeah, if you practice more problems, it will be piece of cake for you. Shahina, you have some rest, okay? After 10 minutes, we will continue, all right?
Okay.
Okay.